Look at how cool we look. I don't know, I think we look snazzy. Anyway, hey, what's up, my dokus? Jason, welcoming you back to more Donkey Kong Bananza. Last time, we made our way through the Hilltop Layer and fixed the problems here already. Yep, this is pretty much just, as I've said before, this is pretty much just like the, Lake Kingdom and Snow Kingdom in Odyssey. You know, it's just a shorter layer, not too much to work on. There's still plenty of Banandium Gems to get, as well as fossils to find. So we're not, completely done here. But that's what we're going to spend time doing today. We are going to pretty much go around searching for a bunch of different stuff to find and collect, and just, pretty much try to get as much of this layer done as possible. Starting off, we can go ahead and come over here, and we got ourselves a fossil. Gives us 4 out of 30. Looks like there's another fossil here. Oh, there appears to be a plant here. Oh, there's another fossil there. Yeah, these are gonna kind of be everywhere. There's a plant here. It says it needs light. Well, I think this thing is obstructing justice, so let's break it. Yeah, so we pretty much if we break this to a point where it gives enough light to the flower pot, well, we feel the light so warm, so bright. Please have this banana. May it warm you from the inside out. Yep, we get a banana. Banana. Alright. Well, let us keep going. We've got plenty of places to go, plenty of places to search. Actually, is there anything around this area? Around here? No? Excuse me. No fossils, no Banandium Gems. Well, I guess there technically was already a Banandium Gem, but no fossil. Okay. Alright, let's climb up. Nothing up here. Ooh! But, there's a fossil over there, however. So, let's go ahead and come over here to this side of the banana and punch it out. It'll give us yet another one of the fossils. Ooh, and another one right here. Punch, punch. There we go. Doesn't look to be anything else here. There probably could be some treasure chests and stuff inside, but for now, if we go ahead and come through here, we can talk to this guy. Where do we go? Do you know? 4 of us are hiding nearby. Seek and find all of us. Give it a try. Yep. You remember the hat and seek missions from Mario Odyssey? This is pretty much what those are. Pretty much in almost every single area, there will be a hide and seek mini game to play, and it's pretty much just like the exactly like the just like the hat and seek, where you're going around searching for that one cat, Booington, whatever it's called, resident. It's pretty much just like that, but you're just now searching for like four different guys who are kind of hidden around this very specific area. And actually, there's the 5th guy right now, but we do not have the ability to get to him at the moment because we need to refill our banana energy, or bananergy. Yeah, bananergy, not banan energy, bananergy. Or actually, what we could do is chuck this at him. that backfired. There we go. And that will get us our Banandium Gem. Alright. So it looks like we took care of his request. I do not believe there is any fossils over here, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I think it's just these guys. I don't think there's any fossils because, I mean, there's not really any tunnels in this. There's literally just, you pretty much create your own tunnel here. So, like, there's not really a tunnel through here that would hide one. Ooh, this looks suspicious. And it was just natural. Okay, there's another one over there. Let's go ahead and look at that. Get that one. And it appears that right here we'll find a secret. Go ahead and throw that. Throw that. And if we punch through this wall, we'll find yet another Banandium Gem. Yup. I swear I'm going to do that so much throughout this LP, and you guys are just going to have to deal with it. Because I just have to do it. Also, there's a bit of a new enemy here. This guy pretty much will... he will just have a bunch of Banandium chips for you to collect should you run into him. Obviously he's running around in mud, which is going to be slow for us, so if we really just surf across the mud, we can easily get to him and, you know, knock more Banandium chips out of him. Which is good because, you know, we will be needing more Banandium chips as the story goes on, just because we're gonna need to be buying a Banandium gem through a certain means, which we're actually going to get into this episode because it gets introduced here. It was not in the previous layer because, well, they just don't show up yet. Okay, there we go. I think he blew up. I think that's just what happened. He blew up. Oh well. Okay. Now that we have taken care of him, let's go ahead and keep searching for some fossils and Banandium gems. We've done a few things around this area in particular, but there's still a few other things we can do, such as, boom. Oh, there's a Banandium chip hiding there. Nothing up here. This just takes us back to the beginning of the area. I don't believe there was any fossils around there. There's another fossil here. This area is pretty expansive, though, I won't lie. Like, it's, you know, it may be smaller than the other layers, but it's definitely more expansive as well. Like, it is very much, you have to go searching for finding everything, even in a small area like this. Let's see. This is an interesting spot. Anything special here? Oh. Wait. Huh? Isn't this just that place that led us to the... Yeah, it is. Okay, it's the one that led us to the Banandium gem. Okay, that's what that is. It was suspicious, and I should have known why. Well, there's another map, so that'll tell us another... I'll tell us another fossil location. Now, if we can get back up to the surface... There's another map there. I didn't even actually I called that out before it even happened, so that was pure coincidence. Oh, there's another one. Booyah! So there is actually a topic I would like to talk about when it comes to Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I think I'm going to actually save it until later. And the reason that actually has to actually do with the area that is involved in it. So pretty much what I wanted to talk about was, you know, the development of Donkey Kong Bonanza, because I find it very fascinating. Specifically like what they have talked about when it came to like transitions from Switch 1 to Switch 2, because for those who don't know, Donkey Kong Bonanza actually originally began development on the Switch 1, but then they, after they figured out that the Switch 1 could not handle like what they wanted to do for the game, they decided to switch development towards, or on to the Switch 2. And they actually, it's actually pretty good. You know what? Actually, I'll just go ahead and talk about it here, since we're going to be just going around completing Banandium missions and getting fossils anyway. So, pretty much, like most games that are kind of like most games that are started on developed on one console and moved to the next. Pretty much Donkey Kong Bonanza began initially on Switch 1 back in like, I think 2021. And it then got switched over to the Switch 2. And like midway through development, pretty much, because they were they could not do the whole vortex, which is what Donkey Kong's engine is based off of. It's pretty much what allows the Donkey Kong, or I guess the thing of, it's what allows, you know, your ability to break through the ground and break through pretty much every surface. And obviously on the Switch 1, that's a little harder to pull off. It's very much going to have frame rate issues and, you know, a lot of like just development and gameplay problems that they'd run into. And I mean, let's be honest here, I love the Switch 1. I thought it was a great piece of hardware, but it was very limited in what you could do. It's why like we're getting a bunch of next gen games on Switch 2, because like it's just much more powerful hardware. Also, we have a quiz tone. If you know Chuck Quizmo from Paper Mario, this is pretty much it. And plus, it's like the Sphinx as well. So, what do you need? What do you need before you can buy any new fashions at the style shop? We need fossils. Yes, fresh outfits give you a swanky new look, and that's not all. They can also boost some of your abilities. Rolling right along, here comes the next question. What did you lose when Void Kong first arrived and attacked Ingot Isle? I lost my helmet. Alright, just one question left. What's an unexpected alternate use for the gold bullion you can unearth? Gold bullion. Throwable explosive? Throw that gold bullion for an explosive kabling, but truth be told, you'll get a bigger bang from boom bombs. And we get a fabulous prize. So this guy's going to be another one we're going to want to watch out for in the other layers. Ooh, Cranky Kong. Mr. Cranky, I see you there. We're going to chuck that at you and we're going to drop you down. Oh, look whose big hairy mug finally turned up. Yeah, that's all you got to say? Listen good, I'd sure would well to hear this. Did you know why I'm down here? Hey, I'll tell you. It's because I'm a big shot with a derelict of duty. When I heard that there was a banana bandit on the loose, I knew who to blame. Just had to suss out where he ran to hide. But my job wasn't done there. No, sir. See, the so-called leader of the bunch was away for a frolic in the mines. You get what I'm saying? I had to leave our comfy island and be the hero because you weren't around. Phooey. It should have been you riding Ramby all the way down here to avenge those stolen bananas, not me. What a rotten crook. I'll tell you, no one should get away with dressing like he does. All flash and shine. Who does he think he's impressing down here? Anywho, I'm pooped. Lecturing is a tiresome work. Well, I'll be. You managed to listen without drifting off to La La Land. Here, I got something for you. Yep, we get another cranky banana. But yeah, as I was talking about the development, so when it came to working on it on the Switch 1 though, they did actually have like some, they did actually have a like gameplay, screenshot that kind of helped compare what they worked on Switch 1 compared to Switch 2. And I'm going to go ahead and put that up on the screen right now, and you can kind of see like the differences between the the two versions of the game. You see you got like the hearts are different there. Pauline actually, even though in the final game her actions are still on the L button, she actually starts with, or she actually has like her own little head icon there that is kind of similar in a way to me to like Midna in Twilight Princess and Fi in Skyward Sword. You know how like they had their own like head icons in those games to kind of let you know that you can contact them. So it's like it was kind of a pretty neat idea, honestly, that they kind of had that same thing for Pauline. But I mean, I can understand why they might have changed that, because when you actually look at the Switch 1 UI, it was kind of cluttered, I'll be honest. And it's like now that they've simplified it a little more, you know, they're able to put the balloons and the apple juice and the melon juice like all there. And, you know, they're able to clean up the UI a little bit to where it's not like completely covering the screen, because I feel like with this game in particular, one of the things you want to do is like have everybody be able to see just the gorgeous art direction that this game has. So I think it was a good choice at that point. And plus, I mean, literally this game runs so perfect. There's really not an issue with this game. It has its few frame drops, and even the developers said specifically that there would be frame drops in this game, but it's really not as frequent as it would have probably been on Switch 1, if I'm honest. So I'm completely okay with them having Switch development halfway through. And another thing too is like Switch 1 also had limitations in that it couldn't fit a bunch of the scenery and stuff on screen all at once. As you can see there on that image, if you saw it, it had pretty much nothing on the environment. There was just nothing there. You couldn't see any of the flowers or the trees or the just grass around. So like it, you know, Switch 2 really had its advantages. Here looks like we have a fragmentone. What to do? We've lost our 3 fragments, a puzzling predicament. If you bring back one of our fragments, we'll give you a banana. And we'll give you another one for returning all 3. Alright, so I guess this is kind of like another hide-and-seek thing, but it's not really. Pretty much, you're just going around searching for all of these missing fragmentone pieces. Like right here, we give it 1. And we'll get a Banandium Gem. But if we go searching for the other 2, we'll find one up here. And we can just have it drop down. And you can't go too far ahead of it, otherwise it will just stay in one place. And then I think the next one is over here. Yes. And what we need to do here is we need to actually create a path for it to exit out from. And there we go. And that gets us 2 Banandium Gems. And that should actually get us our next upgrade. Well, skill point, but still, we'll be able to afford an upgrade with it. We have options. We can do another heart. We could do charge slap, spin jump, which actually is DK's up B, I believe. Or recovery. No, that's his recovery in Smash Bros, which I think is really cool. Could also technically do increasing his banana energy again. What do I want to do? You know what? Sure, we'll go for the spin jump. Even though you won't probably see me use it. it's, you know, still something cool to see. Is there any fossils hiding in here? No, nothing. Darn. Would have been nice to have some fossils hidden throughout this area. Oh well. But we can take this back up. And it looks like over here is a battle challenge. We have one Croctoid. Oh, I see why. It's because we have, because we specifically have a spot where we need to break through the ground. And once we do, we should be able to get to the Croctoid pretty quickly. And let's go ahead and just bust through here. And of course, he's gonna be like that. And we're gonna go Bananza because we need to defeat him fast. Banana! Alright, so... let's see, we've already done you. Oh, right, we still have some things we can do in town, okay. Excuse me. There's actually a few things we can do right here in the village. For one, there looks to be a, challenge course right over here. Shifty Platform Road. Alright. Looks like what we gotta do here is create some platforms for us to cross using the platforms that are already here. And we can actually chuck these over that way to get some Banandium chips. And then we get our first Banandium gem already. And I think, yes, this is exactly what I was looking for. Trust me, I miss out on this one all the time. Chuck that down there. And then if we break that and smash through here, we can find our second Banandium gem, the hidden one. Break that. Oh, that's interesting. We can use that to our advantage. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Look at that gold. Gold! Excuse me. Hit it. Create the next gold pile. Thank you. And shaboom. That's not good. I almost fell off and died. Fell off and he died. He hoofed on he poofed on he signed an eviction notice. Alright, nothing there, obviously, because this is in, it's not breakable, so we can't exactly bust through it to get a fossil or anything like that. But this right here, this guy, if I, you know, don't walk past him for the grand obsession with money, this guy is actually new here. But he is what our Banandium chips are for. This is the chip exchange. We can trade a banana for 10 Banandium chips. And there's a handling fee of 100. And we get another skill point already. Jeebus. Let's see. Oh, I guess we can't get anything yet. Also, this is pretty much like buying moons in an Odyssey at the shop, so I do want to make note of this because I know I've done it before in Odyssey, and I actually did do it on my first playthrough of this game. Do not buy multiple Banandium gems from him at this very point. Don't do it because you will mess up your you'll mess up pretty much the way to get most of the Banandium gems in other areas for a cheaper value. If you continue to get them from him in this very spot, the price will increase every time. So you will have to give like I think 20. He'll do 20 I think it's 20 Banandium chips and like 120 whatchamacallit, gold. So yeah, don't do that right now. There will come a time where we have to do up to that amount and even further, but for now, just don't do it. It's a trap. You will suffer. For now, though, there's been a Banandium gem here that is kind of skipped out on us, as well as another battle course here that I just kind of walked into while on our way to the other one. And there's some more Croctoids, which we can, easily just defeat by... You see how much we lose there? I don't care what anybody says. This game's crueler than Odyssey. Odyssey, you lose like 10 coins. This, you lose 500 gold if you screw up. That's terrible. Oh, come on. Punch. There we go. Bro, get out of the way. Holy crap. Okay. We're gonna go Bananza and just beat him up. There we go. Alright. We're at 1 heart, my lord. Banana! Okay. Wait. Oh. What is that? Is there something here, or is that just meant to block it out? Oh, that's literally just meant to be a block out thing, I guess. Oh, look. Oh, we got another apple juice. That's interesting. Okay, it looks like this Banandium gem is going to be interesting to get, but it just kind of stops at these specific points, so if you just watch out for those, you will have no trouble getting this Banandium gem. Alright, there is something going on here in the center. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to see what we can do about it. We can actually create a wall, interestingly enough. Yes, we're going to be like Mr. Trimp. We're gonna build a wall. Trust me, I have no association with that guy. Don't hate me. I'm just trying to be funny and do an impression of his voice. I hope he doesn't get offended like he did with South Park. Though our president shouldn't be watching my videos. If he does, that's kind of his problem. Skill issue, man. Run our country. Don't watch my videos. Anyway, go ahead and destroy all this gold here. And we can also find another Banandium gem. If I can, actually break that. Oh, I have 1 heart, and so, like, DK will just sit there and Pauline won't actually dance. Because, he's dead. He's dying. He's almost dead. Okay. Well. Oh, his insides are fluttery. Oh, there was a... Interesting. I didn't realize there was a fossil there. Guess it's a good thing I checked. There's a bunch of gold spots here, though, so that's always good. Let's see. Go ahead and pop out of here. And we've pretty much explored a lot of Hilltop Layer. Let's go ahead and look at our progress here. We have 25 out of 35 Banandium gems. So there's not too much more that we have to look for here. And we have 19 out of 30 of the fossils, so we only got 11 more fossils to find. You know what? DK, I think we're gonna help you, buddy. To end off here, we're gonna go to our getaway and sleep, so that way you can, you know, get some energy back. And this will also get us into a unique feature about Bananza when it comes to the getaways, because there's actually something unique about each layer.
Hey, DK, are you awake? It's our getaway. Isn't it great? Here's a big closet, and we can listen to music too. And this bed is so comfy. After we get some shut-eye, we're gonna wake up full of energy. Ooh, it's like our own little hideout. It's so exciting. Well, Rumi, good night.
So yeah, in addition to getting a extra heart, you get to hear unique Pauline dialogue. This only happens when you visit a getaway for the first time on each layer. So we will be checking out pretty much every layer's getaway dialogue at some point during our journey. I do plan to go back at some point to Lagoon Layer just to build a getaway. And actually, we don't even need to build a getaway there, because there's a bed there that I didn't show off last time we were there. So we'll hopefully go back there and at some point during our, you know, open-ended, you know, ending to a video, and just go see what her dialogue is. That's what we'll do. Alright, well, we've made some excellent progress here in the Hilltop Layer. Next time on Donkey Kong Bonanza, we're going to finish up in the Hilltop Layer, and then I guess if we have time, we'll make our way down to the next layer. Otherwise, well, we'll just finish up what we got here. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a like. Sure helps out a ton. Make sure to subscribe dibbly if you have not already. And I will see you guys all later.
Donkey Kong is here! Donkey Kong! Donkey Kong is here!